everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jodi. My channel is now called All Things Home. It was Inspiring Joy, and I hope that my channel inspires joy in you, but also exhibits everything that I want to share in my channel or on my channel. All Things Home, whether it is trying a new recipe or doing some laundry, a day in the life, gardening, especially decorating. We do a lot of decorating on this channel. So if you are new, welcome. I am super happy to have you here. And if you are returning, welcome back. Also happy to have you here. So yesterday and today we had about a 12-inch snowfall here in Ohio, Midwest Ohio. And it is probably the most that I've seen since, gosh, I was younger, like younger years, even like single digit younger years here in Ohio. I think 1978 was the last big snowfall. So my husband is outside shoveling. Now we've had snow since, obviously, but excuse me, nothing this exorbitant of an amount. And it's super exciting, actually. For me, I enjoy snow when it's winter time, so not too bad. But I wanted to hop on today and welcome you to my channel and let you know that I did change the name, and it is now All Things Home with Jodi, and I'm super excited to kick off the new year. My word for this year, my goal, my intention is intentional home, intentional living. So not just going out and getting the most awesome trend that's out there, but being intentional about what we need and what we want this year. That's more where I'm leaning and what I want for my channel and to bring to you, and a way of life for 2025 and maybe beyond. We'll carry it beyond as well. But starting small, starting with this first day, first week. And I'm happy that, 2025 is off to a great start. Very grateful, very fortunate, and definitely blessed. So today I wanted to share, I'm going to fold some laundry, have a lot of laundry. We've been working hard here to organize since the new year. Organize, put away Christmas, decorate for winter. I've done some baking and some cooking. I made a homemade pot pie last night. I wanted to try to film it, but my camera didn't work out as well. So I have some things filmed with that I'll show you here in this video, and I'll show you the output of it, a picture of the final. And then I will also post the recipe in the description at the bottom of my channel here. So check out that if you're interested. And then I also made some cinnamon rolls today. They were just kind of the pop and serve ones, but I was cleaning out the fridge and organizing it today, and found those in the back, and I decided to go ahead and make them. And my daughter baked some cookies as well. So we have baked cookies, cinnamon rolls, pot pie, leftovers tonight for dinner, and kind of clean out the fridge day. And then tomorrow and Wednesday, tomorrow I want to make a pork chop and use some asparagus and potatoes that we have. And then I also want to make a taco casserole, meatless casserole. I have a ton of veggies to use up. The other half of the veggies that I didn't use in the pot pie yesterday, I want to use up those. And we have some other veggies that we've had in the crisper in the fridge for a while, so I want to use those as well. So just kind of putting all those together, and I'm going to use corn tortilla shells as the base layer. So instead of, like when you make a lasagna, instead of the noodles for lasagna, I'm going to use tortilla shells, corn tortilla shells, little rounds, and do the veggies in a broth and some Spanish rice as well. So I'm going to try it. I've not tried it before. But I thought, what a great way to use the veggies. We'll do a veggie taco casserole and go from there. So doing some meal planning and laundry and baking and cooking, and My husband put up some shelves in our bedroom, which is another reason I'm in the bedroom, because I want to show you some of that. And then I will walk you through our home today and kind of show you some winter decorating that I've done in the last week since taking down Christmas. Now, the Christmas is not put away yet. It is downstairs. I need to put it away in the bins. It is somewhat organized by category and items, but not completely. So I will walk you through those, some of the decorating that I did today, and we'll fold some laundry here as well. But anyway, just kind of sharing where we are with the new year. I really hope all of you are having a great start to the new year. Happy New Year 2025. And depending on what you have planned this year, whether it's setting goals or intentions or New Year's resolutions or travels or remodeling in your home, that sort of thing, I hope many, many blessings come to all of you. And I, again, appreciate you joining me, and thank you for supporting my channel, All Things Home with Jodi. With all of that said, let me go ahead and get us started, and I'll start walking through our first floor in our home first. We have a first floor and a basement, so it's a one-story with a basement, garage, attic, that sort of thing too. But it's 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and 1-story, and then excuse me, our basement. So I'll just walk you through the top level first floor and kind of show you what I've done with decorating. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first of all, I left this here from Christmas. So it's just a faux sort of little pine tree with pine cones. Decided to leave that here in the crock that I had. It's a neutral green, love it. Doesn't really speak Christmas to me. It really says winter. I think I got it at Kirkland's a few years back, but you can probably find these just about anywhere if you're interested in one. And then let me rotate us to the front hall tree. And here I left up our Let It Snow from Christmas and a couple of the bottle brush trees. I like the greens and the tans and the neutrals. I left this vase here as well. I previously, for Christmas, had a red ribbon around the base, and then I had some other branches kind of billowing out against the mirror and so forth, much fuller. So I decided to leave this. As we continue to move through the months of winter, I may take out the red, but I like the pop of color right now. And I left in the tans and the browns just to add some interest, winter interest there, and to pull some tan from there down to the little bottle brush tree as well. Okay, so let's walk through the hallway, and not much happening here except our rug and then our table lamp. And on our main table here in the hallway, in the entryway, I did bring up one of the little white houses. I used both of these. I used this on my 2-tier tray at Christmas, and then this I used here in the centerpiece on this table. But I wanted to repurpose just for winter. And so I brought this back up. It's sort of just a little decorative, almost a cardboard ornament, if you will, but I thought it was really cute, especially with a few little berries there and some winter interest. And I liked the white buildings. This one you can turn on and it lights up, but let me see if I can do that. Yeah, there we are. And it's kind of cute, just, you know, a little bit of winter. And this silver tray my mom had in our family, so I shined it up, polished it up, and looks really nice. And then I added these golden candlesticks, these brass candlesticks that I had downstairs in my storage, picked up at an antique store at one point. And then I had this vase here for Christmas, and I had a lot of, you know, I had a red ribbon with a bow, and you can see some leftover ribbon there I'm taking downstairs. But I have these birch logs and just some different little picks. I'd like to add a little bit of greenery, some pine, or maybe just some tree limbs from outside cut down, just to add some additional winter interest and height to this area. But I think overall it's very simple, plain, neutrals, but I like the look. Okay, let's walk into our living room. Before we walk into the living room, I just want to show you my office space. So my plants that I love in here, this is my aloe plant, which I love to have in case you burn yourself or you cut yourself. It's really nice to have. And then I think this is a pathos plant. It just loves its life in here. And I just water it. It gets great light in the window and absolutely love it. Oh, and this is my wedding picture with John. So this is, let me bring it in a little bit closer. It's our son Eli and our daughter Addison, and that's me on our wedding day, and John and our son Ben. And we are truly blessed with our 3 kiddos we love very much. All right, let me move you over to what I wanted to show you here. All right, other than showing you my family and our kiddos, I also wanted to show you these plants. So this is a hyacinth right here, and it smells absolutely divine. It's from a bulb in water. Let me get a little bit closer. So I just kept water in the vase there. Has roots at the bottom, and it's just blooming beautifully in the winter. It's gorgeous. And then in this terracotta pot, I have an amaryllis blooming brightly red. Isn't that beautiful? I had the bulb before, I had both actually, before Christmas. And then the red and the white popped about maybe a week and a half ago, just after Christmas. They both bloomed, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. Let me just step back a little bit. And so when the sun beams in or the snow is falling and I have color and plants, it also makes me very happy. Okay, so this cabinet here is one that we keep here throughout the year until we have Christmas. And so I just kept a wooden bowl here. I have a few books as well on the cabinet, and I'll zoom in here and you can see. And then I just have one of these little baskets. They just kind of fold down. I think I got it at IKEA, and I just like the tan and black, easy, simple. And then this print, I printed off of, it was a digital download from Etsy, and I really like the colors, blue and tan and inky colors, just really nice depth. Okay, so here we are in our living room with our hearth. I have a little print in the back with, it's kind of a, let me zoom in a little bit more here. It's just a landscape, kind of an abstract landscape, and it has a really pretty gold frame. And then this planter here, my mother-in-law made, which I think is really neat. It has a little face in it, and it's a terracotta, natural. And then our lantern here, we actually had at our wedding reception a few years back. And I did turn on the candles. I'll have to check them. They're on timers. They may come on while we're talking, but they're on a riser. I wanted to add a little bit of height there. And then over here, just to bring out the blue, I added a blue vase. It's kind of a, not really a vase, but a pitcher. Picked up that in Florida on a trip a few years back for spring break. We were down there in Sandestin, and I loved the vine detail. It's from Pottery Barn. We were out shopping, and I saw that, and I thought, you know, I can put that in my suitcase and take it home. And then here's another lantern, and then I just have a basket in the back, and I liked the dark and light. So the dark of the tobacco basket behind the more, lighter color wood of the lantern, and the metal. I like those combinations. Okay, so up top on our mantle, took down all of Christmas, and I picked up this terracotta pot during the sort of end of season sale, or some sort of sale from McGee & Co. And it is a true terracotta, and it's just a neutral color, sort of a gray, beige, brown, and it is just beautiful. The mouth of it is really kind of uneven. You can see where it would seem, you know, it's sort of a handmade, it said it was handmade terracotta pot, and it has some ridges in it, and it's just a really pretty piece, and I like the colors. And I always like to decorate with gold and brass as well, and with this little decorative item here. And then I carried some foliage, sort of browns and greens and reds and blues and that sort of thing, into these colorways. And I have the green in the background that I used at Christmas, and I just wanted to add that in as some decorative color there. This piece here. And so I kept that, and then I added some additional color in there, which I really like. It's sort of that neutral color you might see in the winter, left over from the fall, but it's still kind of hanging on outside because, you know, some areas it might not be cold enough to kill off all of the foliage. So it's nice that we still have the color in that way. But anyway, those are all artificial, and I really like the combination. And then I just put this dough ball here. It's very small, and I had some of these raffia balls, so I put those in here. And then on this side I have the 2 candlesticks, brass candlesticks that I picked up from an antique mall actually some time ago. And then the candlesticks are from Hearth and Hand at Target. I was there, maybe it's for their spring line, I'm not sure, but they're kind of a peachy pink. And I really liked kind of that color, especially with the brass. And then this fun item here, my mother-in-law made, and it's for putting little cuttings of plants. You know, if you cut flowers, you can put them in these little holes. And it looks like a tree trunk, and I just think it's super cool. And the little feet on the bottom are acorns. And she made that, and I really liked it. So I'm trying to go more of natural looking things. Just kind of get a close up on that. Let me zoom back out. So yeah, I think, you know, just staying with more of the neutrals and colors in similar families, and your brass, your silver, the metals, kind of lends itself to adding additional warmth for this time of year and some depth and dimension as well. So my goal was to tie in together all throughout the mantle and the hearth and the brick, bringing it all together, and I think it looks pretty nice. So the other thing I did was I updated the pillow covers on our couch, on our sofa, on our love seat. We actually rearranged the furniture just slightly. We did have this corner here to the right over here, and we instead took out a middle piece, put that here, which our cat Brody loves to sit on, and I added this sort of neutral colored pillow there. And then on the other side, I'll show you, I have a little blanket hanging there as well. But I wanted to bring in or bring over the blues from the blue sofa or blue chairs that we have on this other seating area in this other space. So we have 2 seating spaces, and I think one of the trends this year, we've always had this, but I'm finding or learning that some of the trends this year are to have multiple seating areas for guests and company and family for conversation, more intimate area. Blue over here, so I did more of a neutral tan cover on that pillow. Had this blue in here. The greens are left over from Christmas, and when I get the other pillow covers, I'm going to change those out. And this tan pillow cover here, sorry, I hit the camera. And this tan pillow cover here, I'm also going to, or a pillow, I should say. They came with our sofa, and I'm going to pillow cover them as well. So I'll show you once I get those. So for now, I just have these and the blanket, which we often use when it's chilly at night. and we're hanging out watching TV. This is our primary TV watching living room space, and it's very cozy and comfortable. And let me show you the back of this middle piece from our sofa. I added this little blanket, and I really like the colors. It sort of picks up the moodiness of the velvet pillow on the other sofa, and then the tans throughout. So if I pan back a little bit, you can kind of see the combination here of the colors and how they kind of connect together. Okay, I have one more space that I want to show. So at Christmas, I had a red tablecloth, and then I had a plaid tablecloth, several layers, and we had a big sort of centerpiece in some ways. So I took off all of that. I washed all the linens and put everything away. And so here now I just have a basic linen tablecloth, and I like the neutral. And I know linen is more for spring and summer, but I like the neutral color that it is. And then I brought back our blue placemats and this runner, which I really like. It has more tans and some blues in it as well, but it's a neutral enough that it works with the colors that I was doing throughout the rest of the house for winter decorating. And then I also have this centerpiece that I created with this dough bowl. Let me turn on a light here. And from here, I just took some of the foliage that we had, or the clippings, if you will, from the Christmas decor. And let me zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so this was some of the greenery that I used at Christmas, and I had these 2 pine cones left over from another flower arrangement. So, and they're dry, and they're, you know, they have little sticks on the bottom of them. So I was able to use those. And then these are the little wooden ornaments that I had on the mantle with our mantle decor. And then I just grabbed these from downstairs in my storage area, and they're just little white balls, and they remind me of snowballs. And then there's another ornament of wood, another wooden ornament, and then this greenery here with a pine cone. And then I had these from the fall time, but I really like them. They're kind of pine coney looking. So greens and browns and tans, and I just really liked how those look together. And I like the green contrast with the lighter background. And it's just natural looking with this dough bowl here. And I think it looks really nice with everything together. Okay, I have actually 2 more things I want to show you. So this was another hyacinth bulb that I picked up, or my husband and I picked up, one of the 2, the other one, like I showed you in my office. And look at this, it is just beautiful blooming, and they smell amazing. So I just set up this little tray. I like the color, it's neutral brown. And we have our little dish here. My mother-in-law also made that one. And then my little snuffer for the candles, and our little matches cloche set up there. Oh, and this is a little dough bowl that I have that I use for our remotes. Okay, one more thing I need to show. Back here, or I want to show, I set up this little vignette after Christmas. So initially I had a hot cocoa bar here, and then I transitioned that to just florals and different things for Christmas. And then I took down all of that, and I put up this little, sort of just a, can't think of the name now, but it's just a wrapped, you know, piece of wood with, oh well, can't think of the name, what you would call this. But, oh, that's my timer for our reheat of our pot pie from yesterday. The name, the type of painting will come to me here in a minute, but anyway, it's a pear, and I like that. I like the moodiness of the dark and the light contrast here in the kitchen. And then our candle, it's Illume is the brand, and they smell amazing. And then I just kept a couple of the trees. There's another wooden ornament from, like I showed you in our centerpiece, another little bottle brush tree in the back, and then this black stag, which I think is really cool. I used a lot of these in our in my two-tier tray at Christmas, and I just wanted to repurpose them for in here. Canvas, that's the word I was looking for, canvas. So just very simple setup, and then it's on a tiered tray here too. And then these are the cinnamon rolls we baked this evening. I took off the cover because it was getting a little bit moist and warm in there, so I didn't want those to get too warm. But now I need to pop the pot pie out of the oven. All right, so let me just share with you here. I reheated it in the dish from last night, so it's not very pretty, but it was yummy. And excuse me, I think I mentioned or shared that earlier in the video. So if I have not put up pictures yet, I will do so at the end of this video. So you can see what it looked like piping hot out of the oven yesterday. And I made an arugula salad with strawberries and lemon and basil dressing and some feta cheese, and the pairing was fantastic. It's almost like you have the doughy crust with the inside of the pot pie and all the vegetables, and then you have that sort of tart sweet of the lemon basil and the salad and the arugula. Fantastic. I think I'm going to replicate that tonight for dinner. But the recipe is from Wise Guide, WYZEGUIDE.com, wiseguide.com. So I'll put the link to the recipe in my description. So check that out if you're interested. And yeah. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers what I wanted to share today. Thank you for coming along with me. Oh, I still have the laundry, but I'll do that on my own. You don't have to watch me while I take care of 3 loads of laundry and put those away. But in any event, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got some ideas and inspiration for your own home, and whether it's baking or cooking, trying a new recipe. I had not made the pot pie before. Making a pie crust is daunting to me. I'm more of a cook than a baker, so that was new and different. And a stick of cold butter with flour and mixing all of that together. I have a little more to learn and a little more to try and experience to gain in that regard. But if you've done that one more times over, that's fantastic. It's something that I strive to continue to learn. But anyway, I enjoyed making it. And if you try a new recipe, go for it. Give it a shot. You never know. And decorating after the holidays, I know that can be daunting, and especially when you take down all of your Christmas decor and it's pretty bare in the house. It can be a little emotional, perhaps even, just trying to start somewhere and freshen up the space and start new. So for me, take it all down, clean, and then take a few minutes to think about what you want to put up and how you want to decorate it. There's no hurry, there's no rush. For me, it was bringing the outside in with greens and browns and moodiness and warmth and coziness. Light a candle while you're doing it, make an evening of it or a day, and enjoy it. So with all of that, I wish all of you well. I thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. Try something new, do something for yourself, and I hope you enjoy your day and your evening, depending on when you're watching this. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye.